Hello, and thank you for joining us. Today, we'll be reviewing tips on how to inspect and adjust your mandibular advancing appliance, or MARA, prior to delivery. In front of us, we have 3 real-world cases that each have their own nuances. First case is your straightforward MARA with TPA and lower lingual holding arch. Most cases will arrive to the clinic with elbows, 2mm shims, and secured with elastics to hold the appliance together. Sometimes cases might come with extra or no shims depending on the case. The most important thing to inspect is the proper function of the appliance, ensuring the elbows do not jump the cams when the patient goes into excursion. You also want to make sure the clearance is not so tight that the elbows get caught on the lower arch wire tubes. You can adjust for each of these issues by torquing the elbow facial or lingual by using a torquing tool and serrated pliers. Ideally, you should have between 1 to 2 millimeters of space between the inside of the elbow and the arch wire tube. This can vary case by case depending on the bite and how the molars are tipped. First, remove the elbow from the appliance. Second, place the elbow in the torquing tool in this manner. Third, clamp the front of the elbow in the pliers like this. Fourth, torque the elbow facial or lingual using the pliers as a vise and applying the force to the torquing tool. Next, let's review the MARA with the RPE. Due to the crossbite, most of the time you will not be able to insert the elbows on the day of delivery. That's okay. You can still check to see how the appliance is going to function by checking each side individually. The appliance will be delivered to the clinic with all the needed parts in a separate container. To check the function, first, place one of the elbows in the upper tube with a spacer. Second, engage the elbow with the cam on the one side. Third, make sure the midlines are aligned. Fourth, check your alignment. In mixed dentition cases where the molars are not fully erupted, such as this one, you might find it prudent to utilize 3D printed bands. Because of the bite and clearance, this is a prime example of when it would be best to use a short elbow. You might need to switch to a long elbow later in the treatment, which is recommended if possible. It's important that you have some minimal supplies on hand to complete adjustments: a torquing tool, lab pliers, long and short elbows, and 1, 2, and 3 millimeter shims. Thank you very much and have a great day.